Hey guys, welcome out. What's up? How you doing? Cory here from Golden Press Studio with another tutorial. Today we are talking about how to set up your multicolor design for screen printing in Adobe Illustrator. So let's flippin' jump into that, you hot dogs.
Yeah.
So, first things first, you got your Adobe Illustrator. You're gonna, boom, open that bad boy up, and man, that's a sick freaking cat design that we're working with. This is pretty much your standard type of design that you may get from a client that says, yo, I want this sweet little kitty cat on a shirt. Your job now is to make sure that this artwork is prepped and ready to be able to give to, the screen printer. Maybe you are the screen printer in your shop, and you're gonna need to know how to make sure this artwork is ready to be printed and burned onto some screens. I made this design, and so I already separated things in their proper order. Maybe the client that sent you this design, maybe they were kind enough to give you some labeling. So we got our good old black layer, we got our red layer, that one's the green one, and our yellow layer. They're already separated. There's a little extra something that we gotta do to this design. So, when it comes to screen printing, you're gonna wanna have a bit of a choke or a little extra give room going on. So if your registration isn't perfect, this line right here, having it butted up right against this other line, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have a little bit of give room. And you can even see on this red that there's like that's what it would look like on the shirt, and you don't want that. You don't want that white peeking through, and that'll happen also if your registration's just not perfect right on. Pretty simple steps, not too challenging. You can do it, we're gonna do it together. So here we go. We're gonna leave this black layer alone. That's gonna be the layer that kind of covers over top of all these other colors, and it is gonna hide all the extra little give room that we're putting on there. Some would call it a choke. So, might as well start with the good old red. That seems like a reasonable layer to start with. So we can go ahead and select that. And you see it's got a little blue outline on it. We have the red layer selected. We're gonna go up to Object, go down to Path, and then you're gonna go to Offset Path. Go ahead, click on that. And right away, I think it typically is set to a different size, like something like that or whatever. And you can see, bam, that's not what you want. You can see what's going on down here. You don't want it to do that. So we're just gonna cancel. I'm gonna zoom in so you can really see what's going on. We want to just expand this red area just a little bit, so it's gonna be around here and covered up by that black. So again, Object, Path, Offset Path, and what I've found is this one right here. This one, I use it a lot. It's 0.015. You have a couple different ways you can set it. I prefer that miter. It's the most accurate. It just follows the exact points. And you can hit preview. You can see where this is going to expand and how it's just expanded that area just a little bit. So when you're printing, if your registration's off, you have a little wiggle room. So we're going to hit OK. And right now it's a couple objects going on here. So I'm going to go over here to our Pathfinder. We're gonna go and just unite that stuff. And so now, what I'm gonna do, we can pull this black layer. I'm gonna select the black layer and send it up to top so it's over top of everything. And now you can see that where that blue line is, where your red will be, that's your red. So that black will cover over top of that red, and it's gonna look really good. You'll have plenty of room to miss your registration. But something I wanna quickly address is that when you do this, sometimes you run into weird little things. And this is a perfect example of that. That right here, you see that you don't want this weird little jump. See how it like bumps up right in this area? We don't want that. I'm gonna teach you a little pro tip, a little pro tip that has changed the game for me. It works really simply. It's maybe not the most perfect option, but it definitely gets the job done most of the time, especially for hand-done designs like this where you have a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm gonna swing on over. I selected this red layer and I'm gonna hit the letter N on my keyboard. It pulls up your pencil tool and I'm just gonna draw out just a rough line. And what it's gonna do is just gonna, bam, magic. We're gonna do that again on just this area because we don't want it to look weird and stick past that black area. And so we're just fixing the design, cleaning it up just a little bit, and making sure everything is a-okay. There we go. That has improved the design. And just kind of run through your design, zoom through it, and see if there's any other little areas that need to be fixed like that. I'm just gonna sweep through my design and make sure we're all cool. Our red layer is looking fresh, looking tidy. Now I just gotta duplicate this process on the other couple layers. Then we're just gonna look through the design and make sure there's not any weird little areas that don't look right. Perfect example down here. Sometimes you get these weird little extra pointy pieces. Again, hit that little letter N, whoa. There we go, now we're extra united. And then just draw that out, boom. Problem solved. And now we just have to do this little tealy green color. Object, path, offset path, 0.015, and, you know, unite that bad boy. And now, we just gotta get this thing ready to print. So all your layers are nice and separated. You have a lot of wiggle room when it comes to printing. Your design still looks the way it is meant to look. Sometimes when you're doing this, you might run into, if it's a very, very high detailed design, you might run into kind of muddying the design, and you might need to do a little extra work, maybe separating some layers of specific colors and areas. All designs are different, you know, but this is a good design to work with because it has nice thick black lines, so you have a little extra wiggle room to push that registration. All right, so speaking of registration, let's throw some registration marks on this. These are just a file of registration marks that I got. And I'm gonna quickly group this as well, just so I can align it to the center of my artboard. I grouped it by hitting Command G, and now I'm gonna ungroup it. So it's back all in its separated layers, all looking good. And Command V, we're gonna paste this registration mark on our artboard. Command R to pull up some rulers as well. And gonna align that to the center of the artboard. And I'm gonna duplicate this because when we're doing multiple colored designs, we like to have a couple extra registration marks on here instead of just one on the top and bottom. So I'm gonna select it, hold Alt, and just drag this over, hold Shift to keep it in perfect alignment with that. And same thing over this way. Now we have 3 wonderful registration marks. I'm gonna make sure those are aligned as well. And cool, everything's evenly spaced. I'm gonna size this up. What's a good shirt, good size for it to fit on a shirt? that is, I mean, 10 inches wide by 14 inches down is actually probably perfect. So convenient enough. It's where it needs to be. And we're gonna copy these and duplicate them, pull them down here. And we got some nice registration marks. And now it's time to print our artwork. So you're gonna wanna print your transparencies all black. That's how the transparencies are meant to come out to get them ready to burn your screens. And so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start turning off these layers, okay, by just these little eyes. You know, that turns on and off the layer. And we're gonna select that layer and make sure that it is 100% black by just going all zeroed out and hit OK. And then you can just hit Command P and you're gonna go boom, 13 by 19 Super B. That's the transparencies that we use. And then we print through AccuRip. If you haven't seen that video about AccuRip, you should check it out. It's on RyanNet's channel. And then you're gonna hit print. I'm actually not connected to a printer right now, so I'm not gonna hit print. Then we're gonna turn off that layer, turn on our yellow layer. And notice you can tell, wow, that layer's yellow. Well, we need it to be black. We're gonna just slide on over, black it out, and then Command P, same idea, 13 by 19 Super B, the size of our transparencies, and you're gonna hit print. There you go. You now have a design that is ready for screen printing. And right now, you know, it's all black. That's how it's meant to be. That's how we do it. So, yeah, I don't have anything else to teach you. That's it. You know, we're gonna do all that, bring it back our color just so we can see it, how cool it looks. And yeah, I guess maybe if you're interested in color matching, if you're trying to do something like that, we use Pantones, and maybe the client has already sent you the Pantone. You can use you know, a mixing system. RyanNet, those guys have a couple mixing systems that you can acquire through them. And you know, if you don't have the exact Pantone, grab your little Pantone book, hold it up, match it to the best color you can, and mix up that ink, and you're gonna get some saucy colors. I hope that was helpful. I hope you got something out of that. I hope you're ready to start prepping your artwork and getting it ready to be printed. Send to your screen printer, send down to yourself and print it yourself. And there you go. Have a nice little bit of registration love. So hopefully some of that made sense for you. Hopefully this is a helpful tutorial. Hopefully you're gonna be making some dope shirts. I can't wait to see them. Let us know, tag us in a sick shirt you made from this tutorial, I don't know. But yeah, we love you guys. You're number one. You're our favorite person. And we will see you there in the next video. Peace.